Mama, there goes that man.
Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Let's get it. How you guys doing today? Let's have a good show. Let's make it happen. ThonLexy in the building. Let's have a good show. Drop the like button. Hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we go live. If you reach that goal of $100 in the Cash App, we come back here tomorrow and react to Kendra G. We couldn't react to Kendra G today because the algorithm calls for this Cam Newton, K. Michelle situation. There's nothing I can do. We have to start doing this. Is the only way that the channel will grow if we don't start picking up on what's trending in the algorithm every now and again. So let's go ahead and dive in on this very popular topic. ThonLexy at your service. Y'all ready to make something happen? Much love to Robert. I ain't seen you in a while. Representing Detroit. Welcome back, my brother. What's happening? Virginia in the building. Emperor Dub was first. Edwina's representing Vegas. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. It's a good day to work. Tulsa, Oklahoma in the building. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Cash apps are the only thing that stop the show. Same rules as usual. We'll be back here tomorrow to react to Kendra G. $3 has already been dropped. Down South, Yella. Much love, brother. You one of them ones. Way to represent. He's already joined the Dollar Crew. Hit the subscribe button on your way into the room. Let's make it happen. Shouts out to Cam Newton. And all the other great quarterbacks who are good with their feet. Cam Newton was a bad man at Auburn. You can say what you want to say about his NFL career at Auburn. Cam Newton was a goddamn monster and everybody knows it. And doesn't get enough respect. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Houston, Texas in the building. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing? Kenneth in the building. What's up? Let's make it happen. Yeah, drop those stats. Y'all go ahead and drop those stats. We'll let the comment section do the talking if y'all already got the stats. Drop those stats. You know where we're going with it. You know how this is going to go. Okay, Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Now, let's get it. How you guys doing? Much love. Hit the like button on the way into the room. Keep the engagement above 50. Hit the like button. Now, let's get into it. Much love. We don't get to cover topics like this often, but we're here and we're going to do it. This is a very, very, very popular topic right now. Everybody's been reacting to K. Michelle's breakdown is what I call it, but we're going to leave it up to public perception and you guys' opinion also as well. I want to hear what you guys have to say. It's got a lot of people talking. TikTok's moving. It's got TikTok moving. It's got YouTube moving. It's everywhere. All right. Opening conversations up about the black family, black fathers, single mothers, nuclear families. You all know the deal. Time to get into it. K. Michelle, I must say, before I have to give a preamble, of course. Austin, Texas in the building. Much love. Duval in the building as well. Much love. I want to say something before we start. K. Michelle certainly already has a shitty reputation, and she has a bad past with being biased towards men, and everybody knows it. Everybody understands that K. Michelle is biased towards men. She had that statement that went viral some time back where she said that something like she said she hates all men or all men are evil or something like that. She truly believes that all men are bad people because some women get their heart broken by some men. All men are bad people. It went viral. Of course, it didn't go over good for her because, of course, it's telling. It shows that, like, with black women in the dating market, they're looking to point the finger instead of looking for accountability. We have a lot of conversations about single mothers on our more popular show where we react to Kendra G. And it's good to be able to talk about this off of that show. Because, again, The stuff that she was trying to say has to be countered by men. Also, there are a ton of women actually agreeing with K Michelle in the comment section. That's also something that I noticed. There are a ton of black women who are like, yep, that's right, call these black men out, so on and so forth, and yada, yada, yada. Proof that women are looking for a scapegoat instead of trying to look inwards. And I think a lot of these women understand that some of the women are putting themselves in these boats. I just think it feels better to stand with the sisterhood, even if it's unreasonable. We're going to get into it. It's going to get interesting. Drop those locations. Okay, let's go ahead and spin the clip and start the conversation.
And that's where a lot of people don't understand my dynamic. I pour myself into women more so than men.
Okay.
And I need it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going everywhere, but I'm trying to bring us back. Being in my position when you're the person everybody pulls from, your charging station for me has always been women.
But that's why there's this thing and there's this balance.
First off, she's already on shaky ground with the outfit. Now, you know that the black community is in a bad place where where women who would come onto a public platform with their chests exposed in this way. If women like this can reprimand the black community, that's everything you need to know about our community. That's why Glorilla is speaking for us politically. And we have Cardi B as the mouthpiece for us politically, because that's how serious they take us. Before she's even gotten to her little breakdown, there's already a ton of problems I see here. And I noticed, like I said, the Nia Long case study. It's the women where marriage is more than likely out of reach for them, and it's more than likely that their time is up. These women have all the now opinions about the family structure, black men. Like Nia Long said, she's never seen a happy marriage. Now that she's closer to probably spending the rest of her life by herself than she's ever been, now all of a sudden, she's never seen anybody happy in a marriage. I find this very dishonest. Much love from Downtown 296. He said, shout out to Brother Thon. Let the K off. Rip one this time for me. I got you, brother. We're just getting started, so, we got time. Much love. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, that's the 20 ball. Thank you, brother. Much love. Thank you. Way to support. Much love to everybody who supports in the super chat, even though Cash Apps are the only thing that can bring us back here tomorrow.
It's like, I'm the one in my family that takes care of everybody. Mm-hmm. All the family. And the thing is, when you come home, you want to be, like you said, your charging station. Yeah. That's your charging station. You want someone to pour into you and to give that to you and this and that. What I think is happening with women right now, can we be honest about what women are dealing with? Yeah. Women are making more money than men. Mm-hmm.
That's challenging.
Yes.
That challenges the
if you're going to
normalcy.
bring me hell and I can pay my own bills, it's not worth it.
First off, that is absolutely not true.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's not true. That's not true. And you guys, ever since this conversation went viral, you guys have been saying that, like, there have been popular people saying that black women out-earn black men. That's not true. Then you guys say that you guys are more educated than us. That's not true either. You're more enrolled in the school than we are, but that doesn't mean you're more educated. And I'll go even further. I know that you guys are all getting useless ass liberal arts degrees. That you're not in social, like, a lot of you women are getting degrees in things that aren't even useful to society. That's also what the numbers are showing. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's what the numbers are showing. You know what we're working up against, brother. It's just how it is for now. We'll get there. We'll find our way.
Women are going through this whole different thing of, what it is. Like, I see my parents who've been together forever. I get to witness a traditional, old school type of love. I'm here to tell you right now. But
it doesn't, like, that doesn't hold a lot of weight. Okay, Michelle, that doesn't hold a lot of weight when you come out in a society with your chest exposed and you're tatted up, you're not a good representation of a traditional woman. And you've spent time on shows like Love and Hip Hop. Who are you? Like, I just can't believe we're here discussing K. Michelle as like the authority figure speaking on black families. If you can sense that I'm triggered, you're correct.
Nowadays, what we're witnessing city girls, we're witnessing this and that, and it's like the genders are doing this.
Clashing.
And it's like a hot topic and this and that. Yeah, it's cute, it's a hot topic, but it is really destroying families.
Families were already destroyed. This is dishonest propaganda. Families were already suffering. That's why the conversation was important. Lapeef Network, We Need to Talk, all these different platforms that have created a lot of panels where black people are coming together and having conversations. These women know that all the conversations aren't just black women arguing back and forth, ending in nothing but arguments and disagreements or, hyperbole or whatever. They know that it doesn't all end that way. They know that there are productive conversations being had on this topic. And they also know that the black family was already in shambles before these conversations got started. It's incredibly dishonest. And haven't you noticed that only the women are eager for this conversation to end? They're the only ones agitated by the conversation. And haven't you also noticed that they never can really make it all the way clear what their issue is with the conversation? They just simply want it to stop. They never say what their problem actually is with red pill or dating and relationship conversations. They just say, why don't we just stop talking about it? And I always say, what's the issue? What's the issue with the conversation? Especially if we're better to start than a conversation. What are we supposed to do? Because not talking about it is certainly not going to do anything. It isn't going to do anything if we don't talk about it. So
think about this. Being in Nashville all this time, being in Atlanta all this time and then going to Nashville where it's predominantly white. One, they go home at 5 and 6 o'clock when they're producing because they go home to their families. Being a country singer, if you are a singer in country music, you're a man. If you are not married, it is not respected. Family is respected in country music in that space. But in our space, we are singing about side chicks. We are glorifying a lot of women. That's not what happens in Nashville. You can't call a woman a bitch, a hoe in Nashville because they'll never even listen to your music and your professional career will suffer. At what point in the black community do our men create real homes? And even talking, just our first time talking, and you said you didn't even mean for that to happen. Life happens. I'm not here to judge life. I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family, And my grandfather, I watched my uncles and everything. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, I got to tell my black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yeah.
It's really not cool. Black men are attacking black women.
Okay, now let me stop here before she gets to that point. Let me just break this down piece by piece. You said black men need to step up and start making families. Okay. Let's just break that down. Let's just address that part of it. Black men need to start stepping up and making families. Okay. We have some statistics to go against what you have to say. out of all the women in the dating market, all the ethnicities of women, black women are marrying at the lowest rate. That is not because black men are not marrying black women, because the numbers also reflect that all the other men from those other demographics, they also don't want to marry black women. It's not just black men who do not want to marry your ass. See what you women are failing to realize is that if there aren't wives in the black community and there are nothing but masculine, I don't need you, I want you, I got my own money, you need to match what I make, and black men are hearing all this stuff, that means there's a lack of femininity. There are women, but there aren't wives in the black community, and the numbers reflect it. The social media and everything that we see around, what women praise up. K. Michelle's being praised by black women right now for saying what she had to say, and it's only because women are swayed easily by crocodile tears. I'm not. I think it's cap. I think that she's doing this extra shit to try to bring something more to her point that she can't bring to it logically and intellectually. So if she just gets emotional and she's just like, look how emotional I am about you guys changing. You see how serious I am? I'm not yelling at you. I'm crying. I'm begging for you to do what I want you to do. And look at me. It's like, I don't buy it. I think it's cap. And I think you represent the wrong kind of woman too, to be thinking that you are the woman to wave your finger at black men. Think you're out of place, K. Michelle. We were just like less than 10 years ago, your inflated butt was big talk. Like, these are the kind of things that like you go viral for. You spend time on shows like Love and Hip Hop. Come on, you're not a respectable woman. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. You're not a respectable woman. How are black men going? The question is, what you guys should be wondering is, how are black men supposed to start families if there aren't wives in the black community? And I'm not saying that there are no wives, that there aren't some women who are marriageable, because some women are getting married in the black community. I'm saying that there's a shortage, and a mass shortage. And we've been negating it for a long time. And now it's starting to be obvious that there's a huge disparagement and that all these women are taking care of their kids by themselves. But I'm going to tell you what the issue is with a lot of single mothers in the black community. You don't know how to pick men. You guys this is your process of selecting a man as a potential mate. What you do is, and you start at swagger. Does he stimulate you? Is he sexy? Can he dance? Can he hit it good? You start there and then try to work your way to, is he stable? Is he a father? If I have a kid with him, will he be around? You guys are putting this in the back, you see, where other women are willing to deal with a guy who can't hit it as good as the best guy who can hit it. They're willing to settle on things black women aren't, and not settle on things, but they're willing to compromise and trade off on things that black women just, like, a black woman could have a man who makes $100,000 a year on paper, ready to take care of him, and if she doesn't like how he pleases her in bed, she might just go the other direction because he can't hit it good. And some women might think, well, what, am I not supposed to be pleased in bed? Yeah, you're supposed to be pleased in bed, but I'm saying as a woman in your position in nature, you can't prioritize it the way a man does, is what I'm saying. So get it scratched or whatever you want to do, but what I'm saying is women who prioritize that in the top, history has shown what you women get for doing that. We got to start talking about why there are so many single mother-led households, and it's because black women, y'all do not like the guys who actually the men who will stay with you for a lifetime and help you raise kids, you call boring men. You say that they're corny, or that they don't do enough, or you would run them over. You act as if they're so calm natured that you would not that they can't handle you, when really you're just chaotic and you need therapy. Let's keep it real. Black women, you guys put you guys are all, most of you are looking for a sophisticated Pookie. You're looking for somebody who has sophisticated things going on, who has business dealings, business constituency, but also smells like a criminal. Also looks like he could bust it, like he'll pull something out and whip out, or whatever the case may be. And then you have babies by these men. And then when you're stuck raising a baby with a man who never looked like a father from the start, you're like, where are all the fathers? Why are all the men like why are we have all these single mother led households? I mean, like, what's up? It'd be like, no, y'all are doing it.
And it's not a cool, they're not creating homes. They're creating babies everywhere. It's not cool.
Now, we're creating babies everywhere. Next allegation. We're creating babies everywhere. Okay, well, black men, unless black men are just clubbing women over the head like cavemen and taking it, without a woman granting these men who don't end up turning out to be fathers access to their body, guess what? They don't have access to the woman's body. Does that even make a little bit of sense? Because listen, what we're responsible for and where we police is access to a relationship, a marriage. We decide if you're in a relationship or if you get married. You decide if we get some ass.
Yes, I'm very serious about my
You decide that.
What's wrong with that?
You decide if I get access to your body. So if women in the dating market scenario, if you guys are the ones who control access to booty, right? If you all are in control of that, that means you're on some level accountable for why you end up pregnant by the wrong man. Thana's cooking today. I'm here to tell you today.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
We're in the Kevin Samuels Bible.
I said let him
It's about to get real. I knew when I first saw this clip, I was like, man, we're about to chop this lady up like hibachi. We're about to chop this lady up like hibachi. We got us a show sponsor. Let's get it. James Dent dropped 40 on the show like he often does. Y'all show that man some love. He is the #1 sponsor in the show right now. Him and David Edwards are neck and neck. Much love to James Dent the third, baby.
Mama, there goes that man.
Yeah, we have a big issue with notifications. Hit the bell icon and then re-hit it if you guys have issues with notifications. Much love, girl. Toast. Wolfgang, let's get it. Okay. He dropped 40 on the show too. Much love. James Dent has been a very consistent donor. Gotta show him love. You have to. Okay. Let's get back to it.
And I'm asking you, other successful black men, to be, you have to set an example as leads. The cute social media back and forth on black women. Black women are strong. Black women are where you come from, this and that. So there probably isn't any sympathy for you and just life happening because there's so many other things around you going on that are not fair to black women. What is going on with the black family?
Haven't you noticed she's only spoken of the disparities that are happening with black women, as if black men aren't being railroaded in the court system, getting babies put on them that aren't theirs. Only the good fathers are treated like dirt in the black community. Only the willing fathers are treated like dirt in the black community. Only the fathers who are there trying to do something. The fathers who run off, he's living free. You find him somewhere, he's eating chicken wings. He's dancing on somebody's car, like Michael Jackson at trial. He's having a ball. Black men don't suffer. Black men can't even tell the truth to their own mothers because their mothers are often old, retired, unaccountable hyenas. So when a black man asks mom, where's my dad? She might just say, get the hell out of my face. And he has to accept that as a real response. Some black men are like they clone Tyrone. Your mama stay up in the room damn near her whole life, right? Some of us black men were dropped off to our grandmother to become some of the worst men America's ever seen. Black men don't have problems. Black men have a group of women who find them more attractive than all the other men in the dating market, yet they want to show their men zero respect. For sport, they want to show black men that they're not listening to anything that they're talking about, and you're actually going to get on my page, and you're not going to ask me what I bring to the table. You're just going to accept me just like this, broken and triggered and angry. It's funny. It's funny. I know that she didn't exist, but let me cook.
We are consistently creating the cycle of kids who can't come home and see their daddy there. And they see their mama sad at night. At what point is the successful black man in this world going to step in and really create structure? I see white men doing it every day.
What in the hell is K. Michelle talking about? Like, I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Where do you see white men like where do you see white men stepping out in society like, all of the fathers out there who aren't doing their job, we're gonna step up and get you together? Like, where are we seeing this? Like, what are you talking about? You see how you're just making shit up? You see how you're just making shit up because you don't have real logical points? You just
I get to witness the best of both worlds every day.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And these statistics even go further. Black men being the most active fathers, that's just one aspect of it. Not only are we the most active fathers, more likely to be involved with extracurriculars, become the coach, more likely to stay a bonus father or what somebody would call a stepfather, even after the relationship fizzles out. Black men are the only people who do this, who will see a child from 3 relationships down and still come out of their pocket. These things are not happening in other communities. These are how black men treat black children. I had a friend, I'm not gonna say his name, because I never would disrespect his family. I respect his family, but I have friends who've been through stuff like this. I know people who have been in scenarios like that.
Getting on stage singing R&B, being here in Atlanta, I get to sing R&B, but then I get to go to Nashville and be like, you mean you ain't staying out till 6 in the morning? You gonna go home to your family? You gonna write this song and leave at 5 and 6 because you gonna take care of your family and your wife? At what point do...
Now, I want to address this also. Because some people might be judgmental of a statement like this. But it would only be somebody who It would only be somebody who is unaware of the psychological and emotional effects of having jail held over your head simply to have a relationship with your child. I tell you, this is one of the most destructive forces moving through society is the child support system. When they say that it can destroy a family, it's an understatement. This is very serious. This can affect the way you love the child. Yeah, y'all ready to go there? Are y'all ready to get real on this evening? It can affect how you view the child. Some would say, "Oh, that's your kid. Step up." Some of you have never gone to a court hearing and the judge say, "You want to get a lawyer because you could go to jail if something goes bad up in here." But they look at her and they don't say anything to her at all. It's at that point you should know they're there for her and they're not there for you. Black women, I'm seeing you on Facebook. I'm seeing you women brag about putting men on child support, acting like you did something good for yourself, when really, in fact, you destroyed any chances of having a cordial and peaceful situation with the man you had a child with. What do you broads think? Thinking you're going to sue somebody and then we're going to be cordial with you. We're going to want to put your fires out when you're in need. We're going to be considerate of what you have going on, and you pick the system over the man you had a kid with. Before someone dare try to judge a statement like this, understand that not everybody, there is so many personality types on the personality spectrum. Mental health is real. Not everyone is equipped, or not everyone is wired to love a baby through that type of filtering. It's not natural. I've seen men literally, they had a great bond with the child, but once the papers came into it, it wasn't that he started hating the child intentionally. It's just the child became connected to strife, a weight he can't bear. Corey Holcomb was very vocal about how he doesn't mind walking away if it's a problem situation. He'll come back when the child is 18. Men have been doing this for a long time. And it's not just to be free and to be able to swing it. Sometimes men are trying to save their own mental health. They can feel that if they keep being involved in a certain kind of scenario, it's going to deteriorate them because this is their child that's being played with. Some men just don't play at all. So, I'm going to leave that there. That's the longest rant of the show. We're going to go ahead and continue. Tired of the false narratives. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of y'all acting like black men aren't dealing with anything.
The successful black men build black families. We ain't gonna ever have a black family if y'all don't do it. We're never gonna have it. It's just not gonna happen.
What are black men supposed to? Are black men supposed to force black women to decide to be cooperative with black? Are you like this is spoken like someone who doesn't understand where we truly are as a people. Our women are not listening to shit our men are talking about. If you haven't noticed, a woman by the name of Haley Bailey or something like that is dragging a young man all around this man. Yet this young man can barely see his son. He's released all these text messages revealing that this young lady is absolutely batshit nuts, right? Come to find out, the mermaid is batshit crazy, right? And there are millions. I don't even know if there's a number for how many black women are supporting her as she keeps this man away from his child. She takes this baby to Mexico. She'll take this baby to Mars with Elon Musk if she could. If this man even so much as go live on his own show at his own house with his own child, she'll be cussing him out on Twitter and acting like a crazy person. And there are a bunch of black women there to support her. Are y'all sure y'all support function or dysfunction? Are you sure you support function or dysfunction? This is getting annoying. And I think if the evidence to our true problems weren't so evident, I don't think I'd be so ticked. I think that this is intention. This is willful ignorance. Much love to Armando Rojas. He took the sponsor spot. He says, had to sponsor the show. Spitting facts. Much love, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. We are sponsored. We'll be back here tomorrow reacting to Kendra G. Thanks to Armando Rojas. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right. We're sponsored. Let's go ahead and react to the rest of the show. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting today. Thank you. Armando Rojas is the show sponsor at $47. Appreciate you, James. Armando's going to take the sponsor spot for just a second. All right. Let's go ahead and spin the clip. Appreciate you, Armando.
So if your mentality is, yes, things happen, and I'm not knocking you for that. I didn't come here for that. But at what point do you take that black woman? Do you be at a home and show your kids what it's like, you know? At what point do you take a grip to it, not make excuses for it or mantras and things like that? It is so unfair to black women who have been the strength and builders of so many things.
The strength and builder of so many things. What exactly are those things? I'm curious. You said that black women are the builder of so many things. What exactly is that? See, this is no different than you guys' problems with dating and relationship conversations or the problem with black men addressing black women. You guys don't even know exactly what your problem is. You don't even know exactly why you're mad. It's never clear what your true issue is. It's always vague bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, I had to listen again just to see how delusional it is. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything of real value. You guys haven't built anything. If anything, you've helped destroy the black family by not being able to identify who a father is versus somebody who's an experience. Because I'm here to tell you this. Men who oftentimes intend on being a father, they usually go ahead and do that. Men who don't plan to be a father, they typically don't father the child. So the disparagement is that you guys are getting involved with men who do not intend on being fathers. How do we stop that from happening? I'll tell you how. You start to care about if a man is stable financially, if he is in a career, in a decent career, and less about if he's over 6 foot, less about if he has swag and is gonna wanna go to the club with you. Men aren't supposed to be gorgeous. You guys are supposed to be the pretty one. That's y'all shit. Men are supposed to be valuable, productive, reliable. That's why when y'all turn 35, guys who have cul-de-sacs start looking better than you guys. Because you start to prioritize security and stability when you absolutely have to. Hence the Daphne Reed stand-up special, or her stand-up bit that went viral, where she was being more illustrative about that. About now that she's getting older and that she's getting closer to the wall, Now she wants to date a guy with a belly or a guy with a cul-de-sac, representing the very logic I'm trying to explain to you guys. Whether if it's in a humorous undertone or real world scenario or whatever.
What the hell is even that?
It's all the same thing. Let's continue.
Many things. And I know life happens. You can't be with somebody you don't want to be with or whatever. But my grandparents did it. My grandfather, 92, died when he was 92, my best friend. I never seen another type of man. That's why I've turned down 3 rings. Because they wasn't like my grandpa.
Oh. Much love to Brother Black. Thank you for that contribution, brother. I know you work hard for your money. Appreciate it. Okay, first off, I keep seeing women do this. I keep seeing you hyenas do this a lot. You guys try to stand in the shadow of people who came before you's success. You guys wouldn't want to date a man who was standing behind his dad's money. So stop trying to stand behind the success of your family. And we certainly don't care that you were engaged a bunch of times. And if the men weren't respectable men, those aren't engagements worth anything. You see that? If these weren't men you respected, why are we even talking about engagements for men who you didn't find valuable? They weren't up to par. Why do you have... It's just much love to Adam Real. He says, AK this bitch. They're tired of you. They're sending money to AK UK, Michelle. They hate you. They're like, and it's because you're being dishonest. And you're being dismissive of black men and praising black women up from nothing. You haven't been logical one time. You're just like black women are so strong. Black women build so much. It's like, what do you mean? Because if black women were so strong, why can't any of our black boys read? Yeah, black boys under single mother-led tutelage, black boys can't read. Y'all think I give a damn about the strength of a black woman? Your sons can't fucking read. Your sons are feminine, lethargic, and lazy and can't read. You think somebody gives a damn about your strength? Your sons are holding blicks. They're criminals, boss. Some of you have smart kids who graduated cum laude or whatever. Your kids still look like a criminal. Keep them away from me. There are smart kids who dress like somebody who I don't want to be near. Your sons are the reason why Kia is almost going out of business. Your sons can't read. They're criminals. They live with you forever. They have less testosterone than all the men of before. What is your strength producing? All I hear is mouth service and lip service. I don't hear anything backed by anything
My
real.
grandfather raised 9 kids on his own because my grandmama died before I could even meet her.
We don't care.
What point are our black men going to stop the bullshit, the social media shit and all of that and build black homes? If we don't build black homes, we can't depend on white folk to build black homes.
Look, see how on one hand, on one foot, it's like stop the social media talk, and then the other foot, it's like fix the black community. She doesn't see how both of them coincide and go hand in hand. We're better than a conversation. The internet shrinks the world. Black people from all over the world get to discuss a very important topic that will lead to change. Did you see Kevin Samuels' anniversary show? Well, if you didn't see Kevin Samuels' anniversary show, during his anniversary show, I don't know, there was a lot of women who called in and said, man, I was getting ready to leave the father of my child. And I was getting, because I made more money than him, but I was watching your show and I stayed with him. And because if I wouldn't listen to your show, I would have thought there was something else out there and I would have ruined my family. Listen, y'all, when I heard it, by the time he got to like the 20th woman, I realized real change was happening in the Real change was happening, rather if anybody liked it or not, rather if they wanted to hate on the man, whatever you want to say, that's real change. That's keeping together that very black family you're talking about. If a black woman is watching a Kevin Samuels podcast and she's getting ready to leave the father of her child because she got a degree or she got a promotion and she doesn't because she wised up because she listened to Kevin Samuels, that's not change. And the proof is in the anniversary show. Evidence. Go look it up. Go check it up. It's there. It's there. It's there. Even the balloon pop shows are getting people married and engaged. This conversation is ending in results for some people. To act like nothing is happening because of the conversation is dishonest. And y'all know that. Zaven Thup says, how can we build black homes when black women are filing for divorce at a higher rate than any other race of women and they're the least ready for marriage? Now, when he says that they're the least ready for marriage, what does he mean? I'm going to elaborate further on that when he says that they're the least ready for marriage. Only in the black community are you hearing black women say things like, you need to do some of the cleaning too. I'm not going to be cooking all the time. We are not siblings. I'm your man. I came in to pay for your entire life. I devoted my entire life to you. I'm the only true romantic in the scenario. You get to be broke in the scenario and stay here. I can't be broke and stay here. That means I'm more here for love than you. You're certainly going to hold that fucking broom. Black men are the only men having to have this debate with their women. It's like we're like rock, paper, scissors in our fucking women for like our shit. And like, you're not seeing Hispanic men like arguing with their woman. That's a given. They know they women gonna cook. They worried about not getting cut. Their problems are different than our problems. Their problems are different than our problems. He's right when he says they're not even ready for marriage. Our women think that it's a negotiation. It's a conversation or something about who's going to do the thing that women have been doing historically. That's been their role historically for years. Black women are like, nope, I make money now. You need to clean up too. It's like, what? Hispanic women work just as many hours as their men. They're not gonna let their man touch no damn broom or get his own plate or anything. Black women, you're so masculine that if your sons bring home Hispanic women and they go get your son's plate, you tell them not to get the plate because that femininity makes you feel insecure because you're masculine. You don't intend on doing shit for your man. You just want him to fuck you and be there, give you dick, fight for you, all this other type of shit, but he doesn't get the same respect as men who got smaller dicks, drink, and listen to over it. Just annoying.
So when you see somebody like your significant other who clearly loves you, and it's all these black women rooting for her, rooting for you. They want you to build a black home. That's their anger. They don't know you. They can't judge you for anything else. They want you being who you are, being attractive, being successful. They want you to take hold and solidify and build a black home. That's not saying you're not taking care of the kids you have, because clearly you are, and you love your kids. Taking care of your kids and building a home is two different things. At what point Are we going to stop these back and forths? Oh, this type of woman don't say nothing to me about that. Well, guess what? You're just weak. Like, you want a strong woman around you. And I'm sorry, like, black women have just, that we get copied from hair to body to everything. Black women are the most unloved individuals in America, but the ones who have built.
The most.
Now, hold on. Now, hold the wait a damn minute. Said you're the most unloved woman in America. Now, even if that were true, I'm here to say you earned it. I'm here to say that's pretty fitting. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you could be white, black. I mean, you could be white, Hispanic, anything, whatever. You know who's causing problems if they're in a large groups of numbers together. Come on. And I hate to do this. Y'all been to Popeyes. Y'all seen Popeyes busy. Y'all seen the gas station busy. And that thought comes across your mind where you're just like, ooh, look at all these niggas. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, that look like an infestation. And you consider
mimicked.
Most
Cam
mimic.
yams, y'all wild.
Good or bad mimic, you know?
Most mimic.
But we looking to you. We looking to you. A successful black man, we are looking to you to change the narrative. And when you don't, it becomes, go on that show and tear his ass up.
Mm-hmm. I received that.
Yeah, like, so there's not, like, again, and the reason why I say the thing about Popeyes is because, again, even telemarketers, there's almost like this ongoing stereotype with black female telemarketers to where it's like one of the worst predicaments you could be in is to catch a black woman on a bad. A black woman is one of the only women who thinks she can bring her real world attitude to work. But I noticed something about black women at Walmart and so on and so forth. When you're ringing up black men, you're barely showing eye contact. You're so rude. And black men and black women all have complaints about women who work at Walmart, black women who work at Walmart. Black men, there have been, it's not just black men upset about the fact that black women in general just sometimes don't know how to conduct themselves and they're just out of pocket. And you guys act like that this isn't real. Remember what happened at the little turkey wing hut or some shit in Texas or something? Bunch of black women just decided they would just twerk and start shaking their ass on the table of a successful business. They just decided to do that. And there were some women on social media who were supporting them in their actions and saying, yeah, like, why can't black women, like, I mean, shit. Because with black people, we're not supposed to respect each other's shit. I looked out into my local community the other day. Every now and again, I scan the community. I scan my local area just to see what's going on. And I see nail salons, hair techs, they all have fees on black women. And they're basically, if you don't show up when you said you was going to show up fee, bitch, you're going to pay me $75 or you're going to have to pay this late fee. We don't even care to be punctual with one another. Black women got a problem with black women. Y'all just don't want to address that. There's ongoing issues with black women where they can't do business together because black women think that, oh, it's cool for you to like not pay me the whole amount or something like that. Black women are trying to get off on deals and just with business constituency. I'm seeing it. The business owners are complaining. The black business owners are complaining about black women. About your lack of consideration, care. And they know that if you go to a white establishment, you're going to do better. Dime is up. Dime is up on y'all trying to just have a halo for nothing. You are not perfect women. And the reason why even our fat, disgusting, children-ridden women, they all believe that they're 10s because you women told them that they were. You women said we're all perfect no matter what mistake we make, no matter how fucked up we are. Even if we drop our son off to grandmama, we're still a good mother. You women be dropping y'all son off to your grandmother to raise, then see the boy 15 years later and be like, don't be talking to me like that. I'm your mother. Still trying to get some back end respect. There's plenty of trash in the black community. There's plenty of trash women in the black community. Plenty of trash mothers in the black community. Neglectful mothers, manipulative mothers, narcissistic mothers in the black community. Self-awareness is somewhere else that they are not. Or it's somewhere that they are not.
And nothing but a white flag, because I have been guilty. But if we're going to have this conversation, how we need to have this conversation, just like you're holding me accountable.
Hold me accountable.
I need black women to hold themselves.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Because that's where it's to, tear his at. But then I got my brothers, it's like, keep it real. Not here. The point that I was making earlier was when me and Jazz was dating, one of the most memorable conversations that we had was, my heart goes out to Kia. Yeah. That's what she told me.
That's real, right?
No, it's real, right?
Okay.
But here it goes. You seen Friday After Next. Uh-huh. And you're like, you don't know Baby D. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's the little boy in me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And stay with me. And I'm like, you don't know Kia. Keep her name out your mouth.
Okay.
I was in defense mode. As we kept dating, she said it again. And she would say it regularly. She's like, man, my heart goes out to Kia.
See?
Thanks, Evan.
And this is after she met Lorena. She was like, yo, man, Lorena cool, dope. I could see what you saw. And that's cool. And we've had multiple interactions and she knows what my expectations for setting standards and boundaries for everybody. She just knows what type of individual that I am. And knowing that my date history was when I did not understand what came with the success. I wanted it all. Hear this. I grew up in the church.
Okay.
My father's a preacher. My parents have been together for 39 years.
Ooh, okay.
So I know what right from wrong is, or what that structure looks like. I just didn't choose it. I just didn't choose right. Mm-hmm. Not to say that at the journey, as the journey was happening, I wasn't trying to make that right with my situation.
Yeah.
At the time. Kia, that I'm saying.
Okay.
So.
The first baby.
The first baby mother.
Okay.
Because, man, we caught like COVID in 2020. I mean, inseparable. Just, man.
That's the best way.
You feel me? Like, bro, we jumped off the porch and was just like inseparable. And then that's where she was like, I can't stay with you because I gotta go take care of my daughter. I was like, man, look, we're gonna make this a family. That was my pursuit then because I come from that.
Yeah.
Stay with me. I come from that.
So you wanted that because that's what you saw.
Always wanted that. Still to this day, I want family. I believe in family. I don't have no friends. I've made this a public service announcement. I don't have friends. I have family.
Okay.
Straight up. And if my daddy got your number, you're no longer a friend to me.
Your family.
Your family.
Yeah.
Because even with that, that's the most influential man in my life. That's the most influential person in my life. So if he gives the hat tip to, then that's my gatekeeper. If my mother also does that, then cool. So for me, I've always wanted that.
That's what you want.
because that's where I came from.
Okay.
Now, if we're keeping it about accountability,
All right.
I know what a woman is supposed to be. That's not to throw no shade. That's not to say that she wasn't that. I would resort both parties being immature and wanting the title more than the actual nuances of what it actually takes to be a healthy relationship.
Can
or
I
to
ask you
build.
this?
Yes.
What are your beliefs to what a
no clue
woman
what he's
is supposed to
talking
be for you?
For me. Now, this may not be everybody's expectations. These are my expectations. I want the woman who I have in my life to make my house a home, a safe environment, a loving environment, understanding just the totality of this ain't for the kid. Hey, grown folks talking, y'all go downstairs or y'all go upstairs or y'all get out of here. We talking.
Okay.
Certain things should not take place in front of certain individuals.
In front of kids.
So that's not, and I hate to have this conversation because it makes it seem as if Kia wasn't that, because that's not the case.
No, you're not saying that. You're just telling your experience.
I'm saying my experience. What I will resort to that, in large part to me, I was young, successful, and I did not know what came with success.
Okay.
Because the person who is still the most influential person in my life could not relate to me no more. And now I'm here to figure out this thing called life with the young nigga from Atlanta that got money, that got clout, that got status, and got it all. So my dad, like, he would have these sermons and it would be so awkward. But you know, when you ever been to church and you be like, man, he talking to me. He would make it so intentional. He would say, no, you know what? Cam, come on down. That's who my dad is. So when you talk about embarrassing, I don't know how to feel embarrassed because that's what my family do. We gonna put you on the front street.
Okay.
And he basically said, hey, we need to figure this out because I can't preach to the people.
Okay.
And my son is rebellion from my word.
Most sons are gonna.
So understand, I've always had that accountability. But for me, my immaturity was still too curious.
But that's real to even speak on your immaturity. And that's kind of why, I want to talk to you because I'm like,
I don't
your
know what's happening
ultimate
right
goal of what it is, because you are, you are so loved, in the community. And we want to see that, but we also want to see you do, what we want. But you also have to do you. But if something doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't pressure into anything that hasn't made you happy or isn't what you even feel. But I feel like, Cam, you have been so tough in media, you haven't even expressed that side for real of, this is really what I want. Or maybe it's been expressed and we just don't want to hear it. We want to hear what you say, what we want to hear.
It's a lot of clickable things that people highlight more than others, because even having these conversations with my lady, it's like you get caught into the clickbait.
Yeah.
You ain't no different than everybody else. Did you watch the whole clip? Did you watch the whole episode?
Yeah.
Because for that one time that I said that, I made sure to back it up with, I love her to death.
But even if we're watching the whole clips, we do know people don't go with the truth. They go with what's most entertaining right now. So even with you backing it up, the initial clip still has the initial effects and the same hurt. You get what I'm saying?
No, for sure. You're right.
And honestly, like your vibe, your team, everybody here, it's a different vibe. It's a very cool vibe. It's
Yeah,
I know when I'm around devils.
I'm pissing.
I'm from South. I know.
You know when you're around.
It's like I'm trying to stay a fan of Cam Newton, dude. It's like I really like him. I'm just holding on to the Auburn days right now, dude. Because I don't know, man. I don't know. nothing you're saying really makes any sense. It's just a bunch of word salad. Talking about your dad constantly, and you're just not saying shit. And you're not realizing that she did all that crying and shit so that it wouldn't look like she was trying to put you in your place, but she was. I don't know if you missed it or you don't care. And this is why black women are messed up. We don't want to hold our women to the fire, like that comment that I put up a few minutes ago. Y'all don't want to hold women to the fire. Y'all want to sit here and harbor this shit, maybe because you want to get the pussy, or I don't know, or because you want to like, I don't know, or because maybe you don't want to mess up the business partnership you could possibly have with her or whatever. I don't know how the money's looking, but and you let that Dr. Bryant lady just rip you apart also, and she's a hyena unworthy of reprimanding anybody also. You sat up and let her rip you up.
Some sinners.
Yes, I know, and that's not the situation here. And I'm the person you can talk to. I'm never going to judge you about anything, but I'm going to always talk to you 100.
And if you change that, then that's why I would take offense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, I've been extremely adamant to pursuing what makes me happy.
And you got to be happy.
Oh, for sure. But to sometimes, success don't bring happiness.
No, it doesn't.
Circumstances.
I was stripper. I was happy as a stripper.
Come on now. But circumstances bring happiness. If you really think about it, it's like my circumstance now makes me happy. Money don't make you happy.
Yeah.
Things don't make you happy. Accomplishments don't make you happy. Your circumstances, the state of mind of like just, Now, as we talk about, relationships, and we're talking about just the accountability on the female side, I think during that time, still being in a relationship, I was outside. Now,
are you happy?
Yeah, hold on.
Are you happy in life first?
Hold on, because I went back. You're talking about currently. I'm still back. I'm trying to tell a story, but I'm extremely happy now. But
I'm glad Project Leroy pointed it out. That's certainly a vet. He knows what time it is. Any woman talking that happiness babble, she's certainly soon to divorce any man she gets involved with. Happiness can't be measured. There's no way to really gauge that, people. Like, seriously. I think you guys should be looking for contentment, looking to be stable. Like, not just survive, but to try to thrive, be stable, the best you can, live the best life you can. Happiness, a lot of you all don't even know exactly what that looks like for you. You just haven't thought about it. Don't try either. Don't try right now.
Back then, I was outside. So I got everybody's best.
Okay.
But where you want to go? It's done.
Okay.
Not knowing the effects or the collateral damage it would do to my relationship.
Yeah.
Because everybody's different. Everybody has certain processes that they go about. Certain things that matter to you may not matter to this particular person.
Yeah.
And one of those things that, the situation requires, just check in with me. When you don't check in, I know you on BS.
Check in how?
Everybody's check-in is different. It could be a text. It could be a FaceTime. It could be a phone call. It could be...
that's how you are in a relationship. You need to check in.
No. The person, whoever you're dating, what their requirements are, is what deems that check. It may not even be a check-in. Just let me know that you're safe. Or some people can go days or hours without speaking. And that's y'all's...
Is that you?
No.
You like the...
I'm from the South. Smothered, covered, cut, chunked. All in it.
Just all on me.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my situation was like, yo, you're not checking in. I know you on demon time. I know. And there was times where it wasn't what was being said, it was how it was being said. Granted, my immaturity, my ego was so big that we was having conversations like, man, bro, it's tough. It's hard. It's hard. I'm 24, 23 years old. You
gotta learn. You don't know.
No, I gotta learn. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I know, but part of me is Curious George.
I was curious, Georgia.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm
saying I was hell. And I probably can get away with my hell more than you because being a woman, let's be honest, women, y'all gonna be mad at me today about this. But women are the best cheaters. And women can get away with way more
So check this
than
out.
a man. I'm being honest.
No, I'm about to be honest.
Okay.
When you're the man
Okay.
You hear
that she is cheating on with, oh, you see a whole different side
You
of a
been
woman.
cheated on?
No.
I'm asking. Have you been cheated?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have. Currently, no. But when she's in a relationship
Okay.
and she cheating on you with him, like for him, like, shh, babe. Hey, I'm gonna call her back. We outside. Hold on. We about to get the reservations right now. I'm gonna call her back. I'm the best side nigga ever.
Oh.
I'm on.
Boyfriend number 2.
Man, I'm just a organ donor. That is it.
Not an organ, though.
Listen, I just recently went to a horse race. I'm a stallion, and I get to make like that's
But
how.
did that affect you? Being an organ donor?
Yes.
Men can say you.
Yes, it did though.
It did.
No. But this is the
I wanna
kicker.
respect you, but I can't.
Your boots tied up.
Well.
When you do it to the popping ones that are publicly in a relationship,
Ooh, y'all can't take it.
I said, oh, publicly. Oh, you.
Ain't nothing like denying a rich popping nigga.
No.
Baby, it's the best feeling. You can straighten your wig. When you deny a rich popping nigga.
You're not. It flew over your head.
No, it.
Okay, so a lot of times, and I hope I answer it this way, a lot of times we're dating, and who am I? I'm an opinionator.
I want your opinion though.
You have to be realistic, but also understanding being intentional too. No matter who and what it is, it's like the intentionality has to be behind the action.
Okay.
So whether he's white, whether he's black, if you know what you want, go get it.
But it's not about me. I'm saying when I go out, somebody might this and that. And then I am in the whitest city in America. It was named that. So that's different. I'm saying it's not about what I want. It's about what comes to me. And I'm asking you as a man, I'm speaking for the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question as a successful man that women want this and that. When you are attracted to a woman, what do you look for? Let's start there.
Used to.
Okay, well, you have someone now.
Yes.
But before you had this amazing woman,
Right.
what were you looking for as a successful, handsome man that is in the majority of someone that women would try to date? What do you look for? Just wanting to.
First and foremost, beauty has to be there.
Okay.
That's because a lot of times girls may have good resumes, but they're not.
Okay.
Their cup of tea may not be my choice.
Okay.
Now, are we grown?
We grown as hell.
Go get the dude. Send hints.
Oh no.
No, see, no,
Oh no. Nobody's sending no hints.
Can I?
No, there's nothing wrong with a woman making herself approachable in dating. Women who are usually losers in the dating market, like Kay Michelle, think that you shouldn't make yourself available to be approached. Women have done this with me before. Sometimes a woman will bat her eye. Sometimes women would just hold the gaze and literally waiting and just wait, because a lot of women are going to they don't want to take your role in nature. They want to let you hunt. Some women don't want to wait though, and they will approach. And me personally, when I was a single man in the dating market, I liked when women approached me in the dating market. I found it flattering. If they weren't too aggressive on some weird shit, I was cool. But if you were, talking to just being weird or, I don't know, overly aggressive or just, I don't know, hot in the pants, I would probably gracefully let you down. Women who are ready to lose in the dating market don't think that men are worth approaching. This is very telling because when you just look at the pathology, it's symbolistic to the way black women look at the dating market. Black women want black men to take steps towards them. They are not willing to take steps towards black men. They're not willing to lean in and hear what we have to say. That's why they're telling us to shut up instead of listening to what we have to say. They're just like, stop talking. But they're also saying, come get me, come pick me, come find me, love me, marry me. Also while telling us to shut the hell up.
Can I make it? Can I make it?
You a hunter.
No, I'll definitely.
Go hunt.
Listen, though. Take you for an example.
Okay.
You're a very intimidated woman. Like, men are intimidated when they approach you. You're not the average person.
I'm super cool.
But they would never know because they just assume.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how alpha a man is or how successful a man still needs hints.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it could be eye contact. It don't always have to be a drink. It could be like, okay, she talked to me. Now I'm about to go in. A lot of times women assume, and they be damned if I give the first hint or I go out to... There's no real rules to love, ladies and gentlemen. If you know what you like, I've literally had conversations and I said, so you mean to tell me you seen a man that you like? You could see a potential or a thing there, and you allowed that man to walk by, and you not say nothing?
That's old school, like traditional. You can say I'm wrong. I just personally don't believe you are, as a woman, you set yourself up. You are never supposed to approach a man.
Okay, but listen to this.
Don't.
There's some women that are friendly.
What is old school and traditional about a tattoo? Your boobs are exposed in a very revealing way. What about that is traditional? What is traditional about being a part of shows like Love and Hip Hop?
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean she's single.
Okay.
There's a lot of women who are single, but they not friendly.
Yeah.
So do you understand why you need hints to understand, like, okay, because now this is the trippiest thing now.
What?
Women wear married rings as if to say that they're married and they're not. And how is a man supposed to look through all the barricades and the fences? And it's like, yo, how was I supposed to hit on you when you got this?
You had on a wedding ring.
And you got friends, you got guys around you. They don't know that that's your cousin. They don't know that that's your assistant. They don't know that that's your manager. You're K. Michelle. They don't know that these men that's around you aren't who we assume.
What I'm saying to you is there are so many single women out there watching and that love your podcast. And I'm just asking you the question.
Are we grown?
We is grown.
So therefore, go get what you want. Don't be desperate.
No.
Listen, stop. Hold on.
No,
Stop.
Kim, you can't
Stop.
go.
Don't be desperate. There's ways to do it.
It's not desperate. It is once you start some shit, you gotta end it. If I talk to you first, I'm the man of the house.
That's not the case.
If I talk to you first, I'm flipping you over.
Buy a dog, die alone.
I beg your pardon?
Hold on, y'all. Give me a second to get myself in focus and process that. Okay, so let me get this straight. If you have to approach a guy who you're interested in, he's now the from downtown 296 says false. No demographic of women out earn their men. Exactly. She was just on Kevin Samuels' internet line. Yeah, just sitting on Kevin Samuels' good old internet line. Kevin said, how much to skip all her speaking parts? we gotta get through it. But yeah, conditional femininity. Probably would take the whole sponsorship amount to get me to get me to just end the live right here. Cause she's talking cash shit. 100 will end the show. But don't do it. I want to finish the show. Don't do it. I want to finish the show.
No.
That's how. Or maybe I'm just, I'm old school.
Too far. You're going too far there, boy. yeah, going too far.
And don't let me talk to you first and pay my own bills.
No.
Oh, it's real, man, out here.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that, though. Mm-hmm. But I just gave you a real example that you may have been guilty of.
She says, so like, you know that your idea of dating and relationships is really like, it's juvenile. If you think that who approaches who will dictate who will pay bills. Those two do not correlate. Those are not connected in any way, shape, or form. I'm not sure where you're getting this logic from. It's not sound.
From the rings to the entourage to all this. And how is a man capable of deciphering through all that?
That's difficult.
It's extremely difficult. On top of that, there is certain ramifications that can come with a bold man.
Oh,
so if I look through all the BS, right? If I look through, that's the dude. I don't care nothing about that, bro. Man, she bad, boy. I got to go get. That's my wife. Hey,
okay,
baby,
that's good.
How you doing? You straight? Can I get you a drink? I'm married.
James Whitaker stopped the show at $5. Says I was getting ready to send 100. You stopped. He said I was getting ready to send that 100. You stopped. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm still. If you send it, we're out of here. You send it, we're out of here. It's
okay. What?
It's how much left. We still got navigating country music scene, plastic surgery and self-love. Oh man, bruh. Plastic surgery and self-love. Oh my brother, Kev. She's trying to put plastic surgery and self-love in the same conversation, my brother. Ah, delicious delusion. Delicious delusion. Eric Watson says, this is the furthest anyone has gotten into this interview. That's because and it's probably because people really just don't give a damn about K Michelle's, they just don't give a damn about K Michelle's dating life. That's what it really comes to. What it really comes down to is people just don't give a damn about K Michelle's dating life. Like K Michelle, its time is up. And everybody knows it. She's bitter. She's already gone viral for being bitter towards men before. She's just bitter. I can't believe that she's got like I can't believe you decide you picked this and you picked this outfit as tonight to like address black men and be like, oh, I'm gonna get dressed up, have my titties out, not look respectable, and then try to get black men to be respectable. This is the type of shit that black men are dealing with. A bunch of hypocrisy. We're getting called out, but y'all don't think y'all have to change anything. Your boobs look like that thing on Austin Powers. Remember when the bitch was shooting a nigga with her boobs? Y'all remember Austin Powers? Austin Powers thought he was about to get some ass, and then the girl pulled out her boobs, but they was like, and then like barrels of guns came out of him. It was like, and then it was like she started shooting. He was like trying to get away and shit. God damn, K Michelle. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look like. What are we gonna do about the black? Like, if somebody like this can be a spokesman for the black community, I just don't. Y'all remember them Austin Powers titty? That bitch was AKing with the titties. The bitch was shimmying bullets. God damn it. The bitch was shimmying bullets. K Michelle, what the hell made you come outside? Fembots, right? Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
But then leave it alone. That wasn't your wife then. She was already a wife.
Oh my God.
That's still my wife. Right?
But a man still is supposed to go get it.
I think a lot of women don't understand this from a man's perspective, and this is a vulnerable expression. But no matter if male or female,
What the hell?
nobody loves
What the
rejection.
hell,
And all I'm asking you is just to show a sign, not desperate, not
So what's
thirsty.
the sign? So when you go
Oh, yeah, I
out, you're
remember
not
that.
supposed to wear a certain ring and this and that. Don't have your friends around you. You're supposed to sit like this.
Even if you got all that, because
She's like, I can't hang out with my girls. I can't be a hot girl, blah, 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 blah. And this is supposed to be the woman talking about black men, why won't you come together? And like, why won't y'all just start starting families? Maybe it's because our women don't want to listen to us about shit. Every time we say we don't want y'all going out with y'all girls, we don't want y'all going on girls trips, we don't want y'all dressing like thought pockets outside, we don't want y'all dressing revealing on social media, y'all just claim we're trying to control you and all this other shit. And then when you don't have nobody and you're alone, you're like, where are all the men? Where are the men? Where are the good men? It's like, good men don't want to deal with masculine, pushy broads. Men don't want to deal with masculine, pushy women.
a nigga like me, when I'm outside, or when I was outside, I gotta make eye contact.
Oh, so you gonna be like that?
But a girl like you gonna have sunglasses on. Which makes it even more harder. You see what I'm saying? Niggas can't get a break.
I give you that.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, Cam is absolutely cooking at this point because what he's pointing out is the same thing that I've been iterating this whole time. Black women are sending out a frequency like, where are all the good men? Where are all the fathers at? Why aren't we getting married? Why is the black family in shambles? But at the same time, you're like, I go outside with a wedding ring on so these niggas will stop talking to me. I try to dress shabby. I try to dress dusty. They still talk to me, girl. It's always like they try to act like they're bothered by the attention, but really they're fueled by it. Everything is, oh, he in my inbox. Everything is, get out my inbox. You're in my inbox. Stay out my DM then. Why you in my DM? All these thirsty niggas in my DM. Everything is a dismissal of us. Some of you women are outside in shades and funeral garments so that you don't have to make eye contact with men. And then you go home lonely, sad that you're single, you're stupid. Something's wrong with your brain. Something's wrong with you. You women are hindered. Black women, you guys are smiling for white men, and then when we walk up on y'all look at us like, I'm good, bye, no. White men get, no thanks, I'm fine, no, I'm okay. You guys give white guys that same thing you give your supervisors at work, the best of you. And then black men, we get, you could have been telling her like, your head is split open. I don't think you know. And they be like, I got it. Leave me alone. Like, I got it. Don't try to talk to me. I got a boyfriend. It'd be like, all right, bye. This is how we're being handled. This is how black men are being handled. And it's conflicting. We're seeing our women make a call for us to step up. And then when we get there, they got on shades and they're treating us bad and they like don't want to talk to us, and you women are starting to understand what you're putting us through. MVP says she damn sure didn't come on Cam's show in a hijab. Wonder why? Much love, MVP.
Why?
My bad. Tragic.
Right?
Now I'm over here like, now I'm looking desperate. Now I'm always, and then now you done turned around and
But
said, why
wasn't
this
it
nigga
a
over
woman
here?
want to be worth the shot?
Oh, for sure.
Worth the shot, worth the rejection. You got to shoot it.
Worth the shot, worth the rejection. So let me get this straight. You set up difficult barriers for black men and then say, I want you to fight, like show me that you're worth it. Show, like push through the disrespect. Push through us not smiling for you and being less pleasant for you than we are for white men and other demographics of men. Push through it. And then y'all always be like, y'all understand what black women have gone through. It's like, bitch, society is male and female. We was there. What are you talking about? You're like, we didn't go through the shit. We men, where y'all were getting beat down and cussed out and whatever during hard times, you better believe your men were getting it worse. What's weird is y'all act like y'all are struggling in a unique kind of way. That's why I had to bring up black men suffering in detail earlier, because I guess if we don't get descriptive, it's almost like we're not going through anything, huh, fellas? Black men.
Don't feel like, as independent as women are right now and this and that, a woman should just never approach a man.
But
if a man doesn't approach
I'm
me,
not saying
it's just
approach.
not
I
gonna
never
happen.
said approach. What I said
Or even
is
be the
send-
aggressor.
I'm not saying aggressor. These are words you said, not mine. I just said
You're
send
right.
a hint.
100% like ratio. They're keeping
What?
people out of
Hints?
here, y'all.
Like tap you on
YouTube
your
can't
shoe?
hold us.
Man,
we're
listen,
at
you
100.
tap-
We're over
you tap on these
100%.
shoes
We got more
right
likes than viewers.
These
we got
shoes
more
got
likes than
scuffs
viewers,
on there.
YouTube. Let
Y'all
my
follow
viewers
you?
in.
Look, me and my girl, look.
Fucking
we
haters.
straight off.
How did you meet your girl now? Like, what was that? Tell me about that.
How I
was
got
it?
more likes than viewers. Let my viewers in.
And with the big old smile on your face.
Pieces
How
of
was
shit.
it? What was your mode? How did you know that this beautiful woman?
She pressed me.
3 likes. 3 more
Ooh,
people in the
yeah.
room than there are than it's possible.
pressed
Impossible.
What type of press?
7 more
listen,
people
man.
in the viewership.
Last thing I remember.
Let my people in the room, YouTube.
We was at a party. We went back to my house at the time, and we was amongst people. I'm still trying to figure out, like, who, what is. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? We done played the drinking
you
games.
didn't know yet.
I did not know. I didn't
Okay.
have a confirmed kill. For my gamers that's out there, I
Over
had to
100,
kill, but I didn't have a
146
confirmed
likes in
kill. I
the
had to
room.
sweep up the
100
badge.
Okay.
For my Call of
okay.
Duty people. When she hit me with the, so what's up? I said, oh, baby, that's all I needed.
That's all you needed,
I'm gonna
was
take
that.
it from here. I'll take the check. I'm good. I just needed, so what's up?
You
What
needed
know what's up?
something. And you know, people assume because you are who you are that, you know.
When I heard those words, it was almost
147
like
likes.
they put the Batman sign up in the air.
And you was ready.
I done turned from Bruce Wayne to Batman.
Okay.
Looking
okay.
for a Joker.
150.
So, ladies, I guess.
Just send a
What
hint.
my friend is trying to say, send a hint if it's not moving your way, because I do speak for a lot of single ladies. I'm not single now, but I
Sorry
still
to all the
sing
people who are being
songs
kicked
of
out of this
women.
live stream.
I'm telling you. This is the reality of,
They can't hold us.
successful
Yeah,
men.
yeah. Let
Okay.
those
That's
people
ready.
in.
That's ready to bring it on in. To bring it on home. It's
Talk about
we
it.
don't look.
We gotta
at
yell
that.
at the money.
Y'all
They
look
play
at
with
The
my
that.
more
money.
money that a man makes and the more successful he is, the more
It's
ready
diluted.
he is to settle.
Say that. Say it one more time.
The more successful a man is, or the more money he makes, the more open he is to settling down.
Absolutely not. I think the more money that he has, the more successful he is.
And the more successful he is, the more.
To figure out, like,
And the more successful he is, the
Hold on,
more.
what's this
And the more
last-
successful he.
look, we straight off.
How did you meet your girl now? Like, what was that? Tell me about that. How was that? And with the big old smile on your face. How was that?
Hundo.
What was
We
your
live at a
mode?
hundo.
How did you know?
We live
that
at a
this beautiful
hundo.
woman.
That's because
She pressed
That's
me.
because it's always supposed to be more people in this room, man.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm supposed to not say it?
She pressed me.
What type of press?
Listen, man. Last thing I remember,
What can they take they haven't already took?
we
What supposed
was
to
at
not
a
say
party.
it?
We went back to my house at the time, and we was amongst people. I'm still trying to figure out, like, who, what
Let those
is.
people go.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? We done played the
Oh,
drinking
you
games.
didn't know yet.
I did not know. I didn't have a
Rose
confirmed
ring in
kill. For my
the
gamers that's out there,
Let
I had to
those
kill, but I
people
didn't have a
go.
confirmed kill. I had to sweep up the badge.
Okay.
For my Call of
okay.
Duty people. When she hit me with the, so what's up? I said, oh, baby, that's all I needed.
That's all you needed,
I'm
I
gonna take it from here. I'll take the check. I'm good. I just needed. So what's up?
You needed something.
Me.
And you know, people assume because you are who you are that,
Let my
you know,
people
When I heard those words,
go.
it was almost like they put the Batman sign up in the air.
and you was ready.
I done turned from Bruce Wayne to Batman.
Okay.
Over
Okay.
100%.
So, ladies, I guess
Just send a
what
hint.
my friend is trying to say, send a hint if it's not moving your way, because I do speak for a lot of single ladies. I'm not single now, but
And who knows how many
I
people are
still
here.
sing the songs
One
of
time it
women.
glitched and
I'm
we
telling
accidentally
you.
saw the real
Okay.
numbers.
This
It
is
was
the
crazy.
reality
I've been tripping ever
of
since.
successful men.
Okay.
That's ready to bring it on in. To bring it on home. We don't look at that. Y'all
you
look
think
at
the
that.
more money that a man makes and the more successful he is, the more
It's
ready
diluted.
he is to settle?
Say it one more time.
The more successful a man is, or the more money he makes, the more open he is to settling down.
Absolutely not. I think the more money that he has, the more successful he is, the delusion, it is diluted with the expectation of women because it's so
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
But when a man is ready,
He ready. Oh, do you believe this? Do you believe
No, the statistics say that when men, especially black men, when our income goes up and over 100K, not only do we're more likely to get married, we're more likely to want to marry a black woman. We get no credit for that also. Seven Thumbs has been he's been killing it down here. He says currently stats show that 83% of black men are married to black women. And that's in the face of black men listening to black women praise every black woman who gets with a white guy. Yeah, that's it. Get you a Connor because these N-words ain't ish. Get you a Zaddy. Get you a Zach. Yes, they all praise each other up.
no matter, he can love a woman, this and that, but until a man is ready, like any woman that's around when a man is ready, that's who he gonna marry. They always say,
I can agree with that.
oh,
What?
so they lose all the more successful he is, the more
It's
ready
diluted.
he is to settle.
Say it one more time.
The more successful a man is, or the more money he makes, the more open he is to settling down.
Absolutely not. I think the more money that he has, the more successful he is, the delusion, it is diluted with the expectation of women because it's so
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
But when a man is ready,
He ready. Oh, do you believe this? Do you believe no matter, he can love a woman, this and that, but until a man is ready, like any woman that's around when a man is ready, that's who he gonna marry. They always say,
I can agree with that.
oh, so they lose all the ones they really love because they not ready. But then if a woman is in his face when he is actually ready,
Yeah.
that is who he marries.
And it's sad to say that a lot of women
Well, if women paid attention to the same dating and relationship conversations that you're avoiding have the answers that you need in them, you would know that men, on average, do far better in marriages past the age of 35. Like, there's your men mature late statistics. Men tend to do even better over the age of 40. Right? These are when men typically are starting to come into their financial stride, as some great men advocates would say. Come into their financial stride. They usually they're still very youthful, but they've seen the ropes. They understand what life is about. They've scraped themselves up a little bit. They've never been more stable, never been wiser and sharper about money, politics, and the world around them than at that stage. That's why where you see men like Cam starting families 20-something, whatever, you see a bunch of baby mamas everywhere. Most of the time.
have prepped another man.
For another woman. Build a bear. I got a song called Build-A-Bear. I done built this man, then took this from him, put that one here. I wish I could build a man. And then for another woman to go and benefit all my hard work.
That's true.
And you believe that? So that is true.
No, for sure. Because the thing about it is experiences, you can't go back in time and get those.
Yeah.
And I just hate that I ruined good women.
Oh.
I will say it again. Listen,
Look how swift men are to accountability. Look how quick women are to accountability. Again, men have never had a problem with their part in just being accountable for the things that they have to say or the things that they've done in their past. Women want an immunity cloak. I think you guys' issue with men like Cam is that they still get the pick of the litter in regards to women, where when a woman does the same thing as Cam and she has 5 children by 5 different men, it doesn't matter who she is, her options minimize at that point. It all just comes back to that same modern woman logic of everybody wanting to be equal to men.
Did you ruin them or did you
man,
make
I
them?
had some.
Or did you make them
No.
tough?
Ooh-wee.
No. I ran through the 6 with my look. I'm telling you, another.
I think that this is a good stopping point. Great show. Great show. I don't want to keep harping on this conversation. I'm not going to react to the whole conversation, just simply for copyright reasons. Go watch the rest of the interview. It seemed like a decent interview. Much love to our show sponsor. And that was Armando Rojas. He's responsible for why we'll be back here reacting to Kendra G. There's some hyena over there who hasn't had sex in 11 years and is trying to make you wait till marriage to date her. See you guys on tomorrow's show. Much love, guys. Thank you for supporting. See you on the next one.